agriculture is not a poor man's job. Agriculture is actually an economic impact to the current economy.
The soil will be your bank account from now on.
Yeah.
So to convince someone to invest for the first 3 years, that's the tricky part.
That is where we have the issue.
That's the issue.
Because at that time, even in the second year, organic profitability was lower than conventional. But from the third year, it became a par. Fourth year, it became a par. Then from the fifth year, it started overcoming that of conventional.
Provided that you have a market that is willing to pay the premium.
Yes.
If there is no market, despite the labor intensiveness and the cost, the profit is a par without premium.
Right. Okay.
And a par only from the fifth and the sixth year going. That is why we are saying that monitoring the trial longer, what is going to happen without premium and with premium.
Maybe what is also interesting when you say it's more labor intensive, like for a smallholder farmer on his average size of farm, it's still doable by himself, or would he have to hire external labor?
No, it's doable by himself.
So basically he makes out more profit at the end out of the land that he has access to. He's farming.
He has also brought in a very, very important point of having the organic farm as something that can employ on a full-time basis. Because in the conventional farm, if I'm only required to be there maybe cumulatively for 14 days in a season, and then I can go ahead and do that thing, compared to the organic where I have to be there longer. Then you're telling farmers you don't have to go for contract work to your neighbor's farm. Your farm can keep you there, and even as you do this, there are other things that you could add on to make your farm more profitable. Because that's a problem here. You have some of, especially farmers that are on the lower end of the economic scale, they hardly give enough attention to their farms because it cannot bring enough. So you find that they're the ones who plant late, the rains have gone, they're trying to clear up their land. But if we can convince them to be there longer, then those farms will be better taken care of, and we don't have to lose that yield in terms of the national food security. So that's a very important point.
And to add up to what Mata already said, between the nutrient release pattern, maximum 3 weeks, any nutrient applied in conventional system is released to the plant. If the plant is not able to take it, it is lost into the environment. Organic, it's from
in the soil, right?
Yeah, and it even takes over 6 to 8 weeks before it starts releasing to meet the demand of a plant. And therefore, when you are growing crops, that nutrient requirement is early. You will not see the impact greatly. But those plants that stay longer, like maize, which stay for about 5 months, then you are going to see the impact of this. So this is how the system, and that is why she said, when it comes to vegetables, organic performance is slightly lower than conventional. And these are issues that we, the scientists, we are going to brainstorm. And what other intermediary input, because some farmers need quick money.
Right.
So what can we do? And this is why, as a scientist, I said this trial needs to continue, so that we will bring all those elements for short-term gains. Now, long-term, there is light at the end of the tunnel. But what of the short-term? What can we do? All these are questions that need to be answered in this trial.
Right. And not so much how you can change the laboratory conditions. That is, again, as I said before, that it may not be easy, but it's something that you can do in a controlled environment. But how can you change the conditions out there for the individual farmers in a way that is economically sustainable as well as ecological?
Actually, our biggest problems with farmers when it comes to organic farming is hanging in there long enough to start seeing the benefits.
Right.
So how do we engage them and convince them that this can make money? That's why we need to do short-term income generating activities or a way to generate money for the first 3-4 years before they fully convert to organic. Because after that, you can stay on the road.
We are teaching them how to make compost from the little manure they have, so that they can increase the volumes to be able to plant within their farms. If you notice, these farmers, they have small land areas, like where we come from. A lot of their lands are covered by tea. And within the small areas they have, they also want to do quite a number of crops within, because if you notice in her farm, she has fruits, she has vegetables, and down there she has the tea, and she also grows some maize, and she's keeping some animals there. So when we came in, first of one of the trainings we gave them is composting, and we also gave them training on having good structures for the animals, so that they can also be able to collect enough manure to be able to carry out their activities. Now, this is one of the farmers who is also very enterprising within her farm. Through the various trainings we've been giving them, including marketing and how to select crops, that also helps you make money from the various agricultural activities you're having within your farm. She has been very, very enterprising. Within her farm, I think in this area, she's one of the largest growers of the tree tomatoes and also the pepino fruits, which is fetching some good amount of money. But I want her to tell us exactly how the farming has changed her life, because when we started with them, they weren't all the way they are now. But when we visit here, and they really realize there's a lot of transformation for the time that we've been with them. Beatrice, the mandate has been given to you by started in 2009.
Na tukaanza kupanda maboga.
Started planting vegetables.
Tukawa tunaonyeshwa vile tunatengeneza mbolea, compost mbolea.
Yeah, we started with them on teaching them how to make compost.
Na tukaona iko sawa ya kutengeneza, yani ya kugenerate mimea yetu.
And so far the compost had been good and growing the various crops.
Started from very far. The organic farming has helped us. My family, I do feed my family well. If it is the maize, I've got enough maize to feed them. If it is education, they do go to school.
I share your conviction that organic farming is the way to go. And we are with our delegation today, we're very happy, we're very pleased to be here. Thank you very much for the warm reception that we have received here. You've been very generous with us. Our partnership with the people of Kenya is very important to Switzerland, and we try to be helpful in several areas. Yesterday, for example, we traveled to Kakuma, to the refugee camp, because the agency that I have the privilege to lead has a vocational education and training program in the camp, but not only in the camp, also outside the camp for the Kenyan people in the town of Kakuma, because we feel that the host community should not be discriminated against, and they have needs. They're poor. They need skills development. They have a lot of young people who don't have jobs, who don't have any perspectives. So we decided we will help the young people in the camp, but also the young people in Kakuma town. But now back to organic farming. We in Switzerland have a significant amount of farming is done the organic way, and that's why I'm convinced that this is something that has worked well for us, and we are also convinced that this works well in Kenya, as your example here shows. And so we are more than happy to support your endeavors. These are your projects, these are not our projects. We're just here to help, we're here to support them, and to share knowledge, to share ideas. And yes, maybe one day you will come to Switzerland and teach us how it's done. Yeah. So anyway, we do believe, and I know that you share this, that organic farming improves productivity, but it also improves health, nutrition, and it saves the environment, it saves the planet. And I think that is a responsibility that all of us have, whether we are in Switzerland or in Kenya or anywhere else in the world. We have only one planet, and we have to take care of it. And organic farming is a contribution to saving the planet, if you will. So thank you very much for what you do, and for the effort, because it's a mindset. Organic farming is not just a way of producing food, it's also a mindset. And so we certainly appreciate that you share in this mindset, and that you, as you said, you will continue along this path. And we are here to help you and support you the way we can. Again, thank you very much for your hospitality. Thank you very much for receiving us so warmly here.
So when we bring a technology and then the farmer is not excited about it, to us that is a lot of money lost and a lot of time, because sometimes some of this work takes 4 or 5 years before you see the result at the end of the day, and a lot of money in between. So when we see farmers receiving what we are bringing to them, we are excited, and also the development partners in terms of giving us their money, we are very, very excited about it. And I like the new approach these days. Before, we used to meet in meeting halls, and they would question us about how we spent their money. We are trying to show pictures, they are not convincing, we didn't take the right angle. I like the approach you are taking now. Coming and seeing for yourself what exactly is happening and the challenges on the ground and the successes on the ground. I think that's the way to go. When we join hands together, we can see where we are making mistakes, where we need to correct, which direction we need to be going. I think it saves a lot of time and a lot of money for all of us. And for the nation, we are able to move forward. In terms of saving our planet, yes, organic farming is the way to go. There are also other alternatives. Let's be evidence-based and let's be excited. That I like the approach of OAK, that grow organic, eat organic. So let's believe in what we do and also practice.